Alright, so I was watching this one video about these guys going around giving out food to the homeless. And I've been there. So I'm not gonna say these organizations aren't nice and aren't the homeless aren't gracious to have. But I'm pretty sure that if these organizations and charity work cases would stop, well, one, the organizations that are run by the government are not going to stop because they're making too much money off the homeless. That's why they're actually not gonna. That's why the homeless isn't gonna stop. Because I guarantee you, if the charities actually, these charity cases would actually stop doing what they're doing. At least the non-profit one, the non-organizations that are run by the government. If these Joe Blows that are handing out homeless food and all that, um, I'm pretty sure society and the government would see like how bad the problem really is. Like the only reason why it's not as bad as people like right now, not with organizations. But if you take away the food, the programs, the help, and you leave these people only to rely on each other and themselves with, with drugs and crime and all that, and how society is getting, how the government's getting, I mean, it would just get worse. So I think these organizations are pretty much the only thing, the glue. That's the only thing that's holding society of a sane mind together. Because I've been on the streets for 10 years plus. I've been on drugs. I've sold drugs. I've smoked drugs. Um, but I was blessed on the streets because I had Social Security. Uh, but I understand that where my mind is, and where my values are, and where my virtues are, and how I think. Um, I think the taxpayers that pay taxes for my SSI and keeping me out of jail pretty much, and not killing myself, not doing stupid shit that could have resulted in me dying or going to jail. I'm 37. I got a clean record, but with the people that I was hanging out with, and the choices I was making, and the things I was doing, I don't think I should have been. I should have died at least a year ago, if not sooner. I should have been in jail, if not prison. I did stupid shit back in the day, but I was at least smart enough not to fucking get caught. But that's not really a flex per se. Because I don't want my kid. I got a son. I got four daughters. I don't want my. I'm not using this shit as a flex. The gang life and the street life and the drug life was fun while it lasted. But you're pretty much just standing still. You, you're not moving. You're like time and space is moving around you, and you're aging, but you have nothing to show for it. I wish. I don't know, I wish I could go back to the 20-year-old version of me and have this talk with myself. Do better with your time. Stop wasting your time on females. Save money. Don't worry about going to see that movie. Don't worry about buying this. Don't worry about doing that. Save money. But who's to say my life would be where it is right now? And there's things I don't like about it, but I have 5 kids that might not be here if I change anything. Even if I change it for the better. Even if I change it for the better for them. Because I changed it, they might not be here. So that's one of the reasons. I definitely deal with regret. I think most people do. I regret a lot of things, but you can't change them, and even if you could, I mean, where would you end? I mean, I know I started this off with the homeless shit, and like, because I do think that honestly, like, the government just makes money off of all of our pain. I mean, there's no, I mean, everybody's oppressed, everybody's a slave. Like that's pretty much, but society is keeping us all divided. So we think, oh, you're the enemy because of this. Oh, you're the enemy because of that. Oh, you're the enemy because of that. Whether it's religion or skin color or fucking education or fucking what you could like. They're keeping us fighting with each other, the people, when we should be fighting them. We should be having a problem with them. We should be taking our issues to them. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna do this. Oh, you only get 60 seconds to talk, or 3 minutes. No, no. I have until I'm done, and you're changing shit. Like we're not here to talk. We're here to make sure shit gets done. I mean, like we're not gonna have this. I mean, we can talk while we discuss what to do. But if it's not about moving us forward as a whole and as a country, then I don't see the point of talking about it anymore. I don't see the point of fucking trying to like play by their game. Like I don't see the like with all this. How is nobody like? I mean, I get a feeling that a lot of people are starting to like really wake up, at least to my decent level of understanding on what I consider waking up. Um, but I mean, like, trying to take our gun rights away, not being here for Maui, not doing this, giving Ukraine this much money, paying Africa for the sin that they technically started with their brothers and sisters. That yeah, I mean, we were part of. But if you want to get technical, your brothers and sisters fucking sold you to us. But let's give them $55 billion because it was our bad. Like our president is thought to be a pedophile. I mean, or acts like it makes there's and all these memes. I mean, how bad is it? Like that is supposed to be our president. All right, like I'm all for letting him know what you think, but it's gone too far. Not the fact that I don't agree with it. It's just this is our president. I want him out of the office. I mean, I don't really care for. I mean, I like Trump more, but I don't think either one of them's good. I mean, I don't think Republican or Democrat have our side. I think they're both a joke. I think Republican and Democrats and Republicans are playing cat and mouse with the people. Good cop, bad cop. Like, I think Republicans and Democrats are like the parents of society, but yet they're using society to play the siblings. Like they're playing like the same techniques that children have with their parents. Like they're playing, one parent against each other to ask this, that. That's the same thing they're doing with us. Is they're playing the siblings against each other. The older sibling, the middle sibling, and the baby. All right, the generations. They're playing us against each other. All right, like I mean, I think honestly there is some truth in some movies about our society and how. I mean, like if you look at Idiocracy, The Truman Show, that's our society. Um, Diversion, Hunger Games, a few others. And that's pretty much our system, our government. And then you got Idiocracy as our society, our planet. That's it. I mean, there's certain movies I think that made it a list of like 10+ movies that if you were to combine them all with a little bit of reality, you know, you would have our reality. You would have our world. Um, but yeah, it's been a minute since I made a video, but I I'm losing it. I don't I don't understand this world anymore. I don't get it. I mean, 5, 10, 15, 20. I mean, and now I'm in a position. Now I'm in a place where I can like I remember how the world was 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I was 17. 20 years ago. Like, I'm almost 40. Like, I know a lot, man. I mean, I still have some old cats that fucking like, oh, that's not old. Nowadays, it is. Right? Nowadays, 30 is like the new 40, 50. All right? Like, I mean, like, before, we had young kids that fucking wanted to act like they were 20 and like, oh, I know everything. Now it's like, no, I mean, I might not be old, and every time I say old, I always think of the words that Arnold Schwarzenegger said in the Terminator Genesis. I'm old, not obsolete. Um, so be like, I miss the days where you can get wisdom from an old man. Listen to the stories and how life was back in the day. I gave you hope, a dream about a future. You didn't have all this whining and complaining nowadays. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I wish I could go back and talk to my 20-year-old self. Because back then I had drive, I had determination. I just didn't have focus or understanding how things work per se. And now I think I have too much fucking fear in society and paranoia in the world and how the world is beginning. So I don't feel like leaving the house all that much. I mean, I definitely have the belief of the old west, but in this day and age, in the medieval age, you can't in this day and age you can't live like the code. Like you had respect and you didn't disrespect somebody for no fucking reason because you knew if you did you would have gotten shot or stabbed. Like, and I'm talking about like back in the like medieval age and shit. Like, I mean, shit back even in the '90s. I mean, it was American Gangster. I don't know. There's just you just didn't walk around like you were hot shit if you couldn't back it up. And nowadays, people just use guns way too much. It's like, does everybody forget how to fight? And nowadays, I mean, the drugs. I the drugs are just fucking everybody up, and fentanyl is killing everybody. I mean, I made jokes about how like back in the day when the drugs way way back in the day were way better, and the drugs that I was smoking were all right. But you at least had to stay up for a few days, maybe a week, before you started, getting really paranoid and start hallucinating, just tripping balls. Now it's like you take one hit and you're fucking fried. I mean, street. I mean, like I remember back down in Framis Park, but this was like 2010 at least. So it was at least 13 years ago. You had a problem in Tacoma and you went down to Fireman's Park, met up, have respect. You didn't like sneak around and jump somebody right when they got there. No, you met up out in the open. I mean, you had a fucking box out. Whoever won fucking was the winner. Shut the fuck up. Like you put the problem that you're having on the line. You box it out because apparently words aren't working. And I win. So shut the fuck up. Like, and cops showed up. I mean, we'd all look out for each other and get out of there. Meet up. You still want to deal with this? Yeah. Finish the fight. No, I'm good. Whatever. It's not even worth this. All right, cool. And like yeah. So a lot of people would actually go around like, oh well, it was a close fight, but was gonna win, and so he was the winner, so you were wrong. People like to start up drama to try to fucking like get that fight back going or keep hostility between certain people. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, society, civilization, and citizens use the same techniques that government and military use, police use. I mean, the playbook that police and military and government and politicians use is not much different than society. We just say it differently, but we're saying the exact same thing. That's the funny thing is, like, but I don't know if anybody actually watches my long videos. I mean, I mainly do it for myself just so I get all these fucking thoughts out of my head. But, this one's all over the place, but trying to add a little bit more me, I guess. Instead of just my crazy, just fucking thoughts, I'm actually trying to add a little bit more of my personality in the videos. But my personality is not for everybody, and it's a lot. So, but I just don't know what the people just get so and are so wound up and so tense nowadays over stupid shit, like really stupid shit. Like people fight over the dumbest fucking shit that nowadays, just dumb. I mean, I'm having an issue with one of my, I mean, not really an issue with one of my neighbors, but some hostility and tension that I have no idea. Like we don't know each other. Like I've lived in this apartment complex for a year. We don't hang out enough to fucking have problems. So yeah, we like, and then fucking it's a big fucking battlefield around here dealing with fucking. We're in the middle of nowhere in Lakewood and fucking tweakers everywhere and have to deal with aluminum foil just fucking everywhere caked with fucking drugs and nowadays fentanyl and that shit fucking kills. I mean, I swear to God, if one of my kids pick up fentanyl off the streets, pick up aluminum foil because it's aluminum foil. It's shiny. What kid is not gonna pick up something shiny, especially with her mom, ADOS from hell, likes to pick up random shit. Like they're down to pick up it. I swear to God, if they fucking pick it up and anything happens, I'm going on a fucking homeless fucking slaughter fest. Particularly, I'm gonna have a certain generation, message. I mean, I'm not gonna just go fucking just burn down every fucking homeless. But I am gonna be like having a problem with fucking like major drugs. And, I try to do shit like JD delay, and actually try to talk to people and actually, but I wanted to go and with this church group I knew, these people I know that go to this church to do this homeless program down in Tacoma, but I can't join unless I want to be part of their church, and I think I have to be part of their church for a little while before they let me go talk with other people because they want to make sure that like no offense to them, but like the way I hear it is like fucking they want to make sure that I drink the Kool Aid and believe in it and bring people to God. Doesn't matter if I better their life. Doesn't matter if I get them clean. Doesn't matter if they stay clean. Doesn't matter if I go to jail. Doesn't matter if I shit they didn't get clean right now. That next time they use it, we're gonna overdose in a hotel. Like unless you get somebody clean and saved, churches don't care. Like in my personal opinion, churches don't care as long unless you get if you just get clean, whatever. You're just one of those lost flocks. You're still a junkie to them, in my opinion. Unless you're saved and clean, and you have to be saved first, because it's only because of God that you got clean. If you got clean and then saved, they might not know they're doing this or talking this way and treating you this way, but I mean, it's a judgment that most people do. Um, I mean, I mean, I'm not trying to talk. I mean, the people that I know they're compassionate, and I know they want you to. I mean, just like most, I think, want you to find God because you choose Him to find Him, and you choose Him, and they want you to better your lives. But just the way that the church is taught most of the time, it's like you're not allowed to have respect for yourself. You don't have the you don't have it in you to keep a straight narrow path. without, God. You can't have morals without God. Because if you didn't have God, where would those morals come from? And it's like, I mean, like, no offense, but it's like, how, I mean, like, I can understand maybe back in the biblical times why a lot of people believed. Um, but especially in this day and age, I don't really see a reason. I mean, shit, you die, your soul goes to fucking hell, you burn for eternity because, you just didn't live a righteous path. But at least, I mean, like, at least on here, fucking, my kids don't have to have cockroaches in the apartment and have money to go do shit. I mean, finding a job is not easy. Man, I have skills. I mean, I definitely have, skills in my passion, things that I like, but I try to find a job. Got screwed over by a 31-year-old boss that was still young, fucking doing drugs. But if he could just, he had the determination and drive that I had back when I was 20 and actually made something of it. And then let women and drugs, like, fucking, like, that's why I'm sorry, but no. My son, no, he's focusing on himself, making money, becoming something. Don't, like, and I don't want him, being a whore like his dad. It's not bad. Like, don't let women, like, make fun of you because you're a virgin. All right. Have morals. I mean, you're just. I mean, fucking a lot of women is whatever, but like when you're actually like, no, because fucking a lot of women is there's only like, I mean, yeah, pleasure's nice. I mean, like, but the prime example on sex is to have a child. You know. So I mean, like, yeah, like you can go, but it's about having kids. Like, so pleasure is nice, but it's not the prime, you know, thing that sex is for. Um, and my son is not like anything more than, yeah, 5, depending on the age. But I would think no more than 5. If the woman, if she's not a virgin, my son will probably not date her. Like, and I don't even want my son to. I mean, my son will not be dating or fucking single moms. I don't recommend that for any young man, and especially in 2023. It's not, fine. I mean, and yes, there's tell signs that you can read on women. That they're gonna be annoying, a headache, or a nightmare. And there's signs to find out if she's gonna be calm, peaceful, and sweet. I mean, I got lucky to find one that was decently in the middle. She's mouthy, but she's also sweet. I mean, she's annoying, but she's also calm and peaceful. She's a fucking nightmare, but you know, she's mine. I mean, I can't be picky. I mean, like, that's one thing I'm gonna teach my son. I can't, like, if a woman's not a virgin, she has no leverage. And if a man ain't worth shit, he can't afford to be picky. So if you want to have leverage, women, cherish and respect your body. Stay classy. Be peaceful. Be that woman and wife and mother that a man dreams on having. Don't listen to other women. bashing you because they're the ones gonna bash you more about being a pick me. Right? And men, that's a little bit like it's very cut and dry and very simple for women on how to be. Men, I think it's a little bit more trickier. Um, I do think a man needs to have, I mean, not needs. I do think it's helpful for a man to have experience with women. Um, but I don't think he needs. I mean, Myron from Pressure Fit says 50, so I think that's actually a decent amount. I don't think, you know, if women have to have, like, like the best thing for a woman is to have a zero body count, then I think it's fair that a man shouldn't have more than maybe 50 bodies. If he has more, depending if, he's earned more, then I can maybe toss it up. I don't, because, like, and it's men and women. I mean, it's not just like for men, it's not just having sex with, 100 women. All right. Women can say they don't find that attractive. They do. But they don't find it so much that you're sticking your dick in 100 women. They find it attractive that you can pull that many. That many want you. It's the same thing with, like, if you're worth something and you're with a woman that I think has some kind of high value in society. Because I mean, this woman that's a nobody. It's next to me, and I didn't get as many girls coming after me until I got with her. So is it just because I have a woman next to me that women are just like click, or does that woman have any kind of value? I mean, does she seem to be respected or feared or annoyed by other women? Like, oh, like, is there any reason, or is it just because I have a woman on my side? um, I wish I could get on one of these podcasts with Pearl or Fresh and Fit or whatever. I mean, Unhinged, I think was the other one. So the purple pill, I think. I mean, but unfortunately, my status and everything is, still at zero. I mean, it's like having a good credit, bad credit, medium credit. Right now, I have a poor credit. But yeah, um, 28 minutes and 4 seconds. I don't know how long this video will be, but it's 6:58 right now. The time 6:58 in the morning. I don't know. This video's all over the place, but I wish I could find some. I wish people would actually, I don't know, leave comments to actually have conversations with me about my videos and my opinions. For me, I've said some interesting opinions, and I'm surprised nobody's like brought up. But they just want to all insult, shame, and guilt me for being, dominant, misogynist man, the knockoff version of Andrew Tate, making fun of my teeth because I did stupid shit in the past. And I didn't do stupid. I did stupid shit, and I didn't do anything to prevent. I mean, I didn't really brush my teeth when I was little. I did drugs. I chewed on metal. I got hit in the face by somebody that hit me pretty good. Kind of caught me off by with a cocky fucking, like, sucker punch. But I hit in the face. I mean, like, I did stupid shit. I lived life. So I mean, I don't have much teeth, but everyone wants to make fun of. Like that's the number one that people want to make fun of, or that I just look like fucking an inbred fucking hillbilly fucking person. I look inbred or fucking something. Or was that one? Um, that it's like the computer error when something's loading up. I look like I haven't fully loaded up. You know, I'm using some crappy software in my digital makeup. I mean, I don't care. Like, I um do wish Ray would actually Ray Williams, the guy that does that bad and roast people. I'm hoping he actually sees my one video that I posted up because I want him to roast me because I think he would actually maybe give me something to laugh about. I think all the people that haters. I mean, that want to just comment. I mean, they're probably friends with my ex, which that doesn't say much for your value of character on who you are. I'm just letting you around. Even if you're not friends with my ex, I'm gonna automatically assume that you are. If you're just insulting me, all right, I'm just gonna automatically assume you are. uh, so I don't really care. And if you're gonna at least guilt or insult me, at least you like use something about something I said. In my opinion, have a debate and a conversation over that instead of my face. My appearance. But yeah, that was just my little rant about nothing. Um, I don't know. I just lost my thought process right now. I'm gonna end it here.